I've been into fishing since I was a little boy. I was a fishy little dude. I grew up on the Great Lakes, specifically Lake Michigan, and I used to ride my bike in elementary school over to the lake and fish before school. And sometimes I'd catch fish and my mom would be mad because I'd be all slimy and stuff, and she'd have to get me cleaned up again before I went to school. But I've always been into fishing. I got into fly fishing when I was dating a girl in college. Her dad was into fly fishing. I was a gear fisherman. Fortunately, we've been married for 35 years now, so it worked out just fine. I just like being out in on the river and in the woods and all that stuff. And fly fishing to me is puzzle solving, and I'm a puzzle solver, so I've always enjoyed that kind of stuff. My fascination with fly fishing just multiplied the more I did it. I find it all fascinating, all good, and I still do. There are still days when I get out and it's like the first day I ever went fishing. I wanted to write. I was a writer first. I was a sports reporter. I came out of college and I was a sports reporter at a local newspaper, and then I worked at an ad agency. But I had always fished and wanted to merge the two. And so I got my first assignment for Fly Fisherman magazine, and I wrote a story, and one thing led to the next. I did a book called Cast Work, which was really just an excuse to go fishing. But lo and behold, it got published, and then Field and Stream picked that up, and Sid Evans, then the editor of Field and Stream, hired me, and there you go. I just had, one thing led to the next, and dreams do come true. But with that, you also see how the sausage gets made sometimes. And sometimes that can be exciting, but it can also be frustrating and a little bit disappointing. If you hold fishing sacred, as I do, you want to share it. You want other people to experience it. You want to pass it along. You want to pay it forward. You want all those things. But you want to do it in the right way, that it's not commercialized and it's not just downgraded. I want people who are vested in fly fishing. And if you're vested and you care, then you're going to care about the resources and the fish and the environment and all that stuff. So that's the connection. I think conservation and stewardship mattered to me from the very beginning, because I realized I was taught that way. But, my mentors all told me that none of this is possible unless you take care of the resource, right? So going in with that understanding that you have to take care of the resource or you can't play the game. The more I play the game, the more important that became. I still love fishing myself. I still like going out by myself. I like catching them. I'm still as enamored as I was when I was, a little boy. But I've also decided this stage in my life that I kind of like watching other people catch fish more than I like catching them myself. So fishing vicariously through others, to me, is maybe even one level above my own favorite fishing adventures. I like watching people's eyes light up, whether they're little kids or older people or whatever. I'm at a point now in my life where I can really pick and choose who I go fishing with. And I choose to go with those who are really enthusiastic and I know will appreciate the experience. I know will want to ask questions and learn. And that's what excites me when I get on the river with someone else.